wants to read Lisa's?
I'll do it.
Nobody all speak at once. Okay, who wants to start? You want to start here and then go around?
Okay.
Okay, ready?
This is from my little sister, Lisa, to Kathy. You always knew what was really the important things in life. The memories you made with people on a constant basis was your passion. You would spread yourself a little thin at times, but that's only because you had this inspiration to touch as many lives as possible, which you did. You always seen the best and positive in people and things. You always made the best out of everything. You was a true HR person from the time you were very young, and that's why you were the best at it. You never judged. You accepted people for themselves, and I'm a true testament to that because you always loved me no matter what. You're older than me by 4.5 years and was always my rock and inspiration. You helped guide me and give me the confidence to do things in my life I never thought I could do. I could rely on you for anything and everything. You were there for me in the middle of the night from a 2-hour drive when I had to have an emergency C-section with my second child, holding my hand during the whole time. You never let me go through anyone alone. You never let me go through anything alone. You were like my second mom and best friend and my angel all in one. I know I should be thankful that I had you in my life as long as I did, but I'm still not ready for you to leave. I still need you so much. Life seems to be more than I can bear now without you. But I know you want me to go on with life and keep doing the best at everything I do. You want me to live life at the fullest to make tons of happy memories. You always told me and people it's all about the journey. Now I really understand that and hope that I can continue on in my journey doing the best and will try for you. I can say I've learned from this experience, and you've made me finally realize I have so much more to learn and so much more to work on. I will never be perfect, but will continue my journey in a way that will hopefully make you more proud of me. Hopefully you will give us the strength in different ways than before. Thank you for having 3 beautiful kids that I adore and loving being around. Except for Beth. No.
Shut up, it's not in there.
I would never forget your stories and laughter that would bring a smile to anyone's face no matter what. Just know every time I cry, it's really happy tears of memories that I miss you so much. One step at a time, 1 minute at a time, 1 hour at a time, 1 day at a time. That's all I can say and do right now. With all my love, heart, and soul, Lisa Lyons-Bunna.
What do you want to say?
Kathy was all about getting the maximum enjoyment out of life, and so I think her goal in life was to teach me how to lighten up, and I think she accomplished her goal. I'm well on my way there, and I think that's very cute about how Brady's just going to dig her up. Play with her there.
Brady.
It's kind of morbid.
That's not, it's just cute. She would be laughing about that.
I think she would too.
Big dirt pile.
Yeah, the kids would be playing on her.
Yeah, I definitely think she'd be laughing right now.
And then,
And that's all I have to say.
Okay, I wrote something, but I'm going to try to get through it. Mama. Wow, I don't know how to start. You left me with so many great memories. I think it would take me a lifetime to share how much you have impacted my life. I miss you so much it hurts. Your laugh and playful nature, all the conversations we had, all the advice you've given me, all the comfort and support. I couldn't have asked for a better mom. I cherish every minute we had together and would give anything for only a few more. In such a short time, you taught me many things, one of which was the importance of family. I promise to keep our family together. I'll hold Don's hand as he cries and mourns. I'll keep Colt on the straight and narrow and make sure he becomes the amazing man you always knew he would be. And I'll love your little peanut head, Zachary, with all my heart. Nobody could ever replace you, Mom. But I hope you taught me enough to follow in your footsteps of love. I miss you. Love you, bye, Beth. Now that's over with. I want to share a few great memories I had of my mom. One day at Whitewater, we were hanging out at the wave pool, and the music started playing. She jumped up and said, "I'm going to dance." We begged and pleaded with her to stop, but she ran out in the middle and started to boogie down. With tons of people around, she laughed and danced, yelling out, "What, am I embarrassing you?" Sometimes I think she lived to embarrass us. She didn't care. She lived in the moment, and hopefully one day I can live to embarrass my kids just as well. I also remember her laugh. She would laugh so hard she couldn't stop. Then it would escalate into a kind of a squeal, high-pitched with tears running down her face. I'm going to miss that laugh. You remember that? And nothing's better than the story of the tomatoes. One day my mom and I went into the backyard, only to discover a little tomato plant growing in the hole in the deck where work was being done on the drain cleanout. The drain cleanout came directly from my mom's bathroom and would often spew out under the deck. We discovered this plant after the problem was fixed, but couldn't figure out how the tomato plant got there. Then one day, I watched my mom eat her favorite snack, tomatoes with salt and pepper. I realized the seed came from her. We laughed so hard, calling them poop tomatoes, and she said, "Well, the plant is well fertilized." I'm sad to say Mom and I tried one of those tomatoes, and they were pretty good. Now,
Come here.
for a couple of Yo Mama jokes. I'm sorry we couldn't share these at your funeral, Mom, but I'm going to bust a few out right now in your honor and memory. Your mom is so stupid. She's at a vending machine putting quarters in. I walked up and said, "What are you doing?" And she said, "Shut up, I'm winning." Your mama's so ugly, they pushed her face into the dough to make monster cookies. Your mama's so fat, she stepped on a scale and it said, "One at a time, please." And the last, your mama's so stupid, she sleeps on a ruler to see how long she can sleep. And that's all I have.
Very good.
Okay, Zach, remember I told you to think of something you want to say today?
Yeah.
Do you know what you want to say to her? Okay, go ahead and say.
I love her.
Yeah? And what else?
I miss her.
Yeah. Do you have a favorite story?
Yeah.
You like when she went to Special Olympics with you?
Yeah.
What else?
She went to the Olympics with me.
Yeah. You miss when she cuddled with you?
Yeah.
You want to say anything else?
Yeah.
What?
I love her so much.
Mm-hmm.
I miss her so much.
Mm-hmm.
I love her so much.
You done? Yeah. Okay.
Good job, Zach.
Your turn, Uncle Troy.
Well, I know if you're sitting around with a frown on your face, you won't be too long because she'll come over to pester you until you start grinning. That's it.
That's it for me?
Oh, no, AJ. No trolling.
Colt, did you want to say something?
Brayden,
Okay.
Brayden, Brayden, let go of that
AJ.
right now.
David does my mom mad. Nope, she's going to say it again. Her body. Okay, go ahead.
I'm not very good at talking out loud like this, but Kathy, we were cousins and we're best friends for the longest time. I haven't got to see her much the last 3 years. We've hit and missed the last few months, it seems like, but she was awesome. Always happy, always encouraging. It didn't matter how bad her day was. She never had anything negative to say, ever. And we used to have a lot of fun when we were kids. She, of course, introduced me to Brett, and when we would write for the summer, she would always, make him write something at the bottom, and because he wouldn't write a letter, so she'd say something at the bottom of hers. So he'd write some little words at the bottom of hers and kept us in touch that way. And she was thrilled when we did get married. Took all the credit.
Why you step at Mama?
And I'm just going to miss her dearly.
Because he was writing.
Just miss her dearly.
Do you want to say anything, Auntie?
Not really, because I didn't have the time to mourn and bawl and everything like that, because my mom ran off and left me, and I can't drive in the city, and I refuse to drive in the city, so I didn't get to make it to the funeral, and this is kind of my chance to just sit back and whine, although I do remember that woman was a wild one. She was always smiling and always laughing, and it's a good way to remember somebody, was always with a smile and always with big eyes. It's just so happy all the time. I hope that I can learn to be happy like that. Yeah. And somebody else.
She was always the aunt I was jealous of. Going to Ireland and all that. When I went to Ireland, I couldn't drink her.
Michael, do you want to say anything? I'll come watch the kids for a minute.
I just want to say what y'all have said about her laugh was genuine. When Kathy laughed, it was a whole body laugh. I've been looking to you guys to see if it runs in your family, because not very many people, laugh from the heart like she did. But her whole body would just shake, and she'd get so ticked off. I just love to watch her.
Well, my favorite story about her, we were on a ride somewhere. I forgot where it was at now. She was behind Dawn. I think she was on the Sportster. And Dawn went through the light, and it turned yellow. And she was right in the middle, didn't know what to do, and she locked it up. And I was right, and she was just sliding sideways. I'm like, oh no, this is her first time she's ever been in the front, And she came out of it beautifully, straightened the bike up, went down through the intersection. We got the hogwash, and I told her, I said, if you can handle a bike like that, you're ready for a big one. She did. She got a big one.
Kathy loved her family, her kids, and Don, and her motorcycle, and I think on certain days the order of all that changed around. I didn't get to spend enough time with her, and I've just learned so much about her with you folks. And you're all such great people. It just shows me even more what a wonderful woman we lost. Gonna miss her.
Just knew Kathy for a couple of years, and we would go out riding together every month or so, and she was just a neat lady. She was fun to be around. She was a trooper.